Quiet, please. Thank you.
Thank you for your patience. I hope you can bear with me a little longer and allow me to say a few words. I happen to be the eldest son of our mother Beryl and father Sequeira. And on behalf of their children, I have the privilege and honor to represent our family and welcome you to this reception to celebrate Mum's eventual and successful life. On behalf of my siblings and I, and Mum's descendants, I wish to thank you for sharing with us the sorrow of losing our mother, Beryl, for the touching condolences that you have sent, for participating in the funeral service in the church, and for your presence here in Candesaro House. This place was very familiar to Mum. It is where we celebrated her 90th birthday. Furthermore, she has often been here for tea and cakes, especially the cakes, and lunch. And so it is so fitting that we treat you to the same. Two persons need mention. From the very beginning of planning Mum's funeral, Mervyn Marcial, my dad's first cousin, has given invaluable help. There he is. Not only in consoling us in our grief, but also assisting us in countless ways to plan Mum's funeral. Thank you, Mervyn, from all of us. You should open a consultancy service. We would like to thank Father Luke for advising us on church-related religious rites and for conducting all the services so inclusively.
Excellent. Thank you, excellent.
Mum was a devout Catholic and will be very pleased. Mum will be humbled to know that so many, including relatives, friends, and ex-pupils from all around the world, have sent such affectionate condolences, each one of them remembering her personal interactions with her, their personal interaction with her, their impressions of her, and influence that she had on their lives. We have compiled the condolences that run into several pages, but right now let me read a few extracts in an attempt to convey the feelings expressed, and more importantly, to celebrate the life of a person who touched so many. Here is an extraction of the condolences. From relatives, she has been described as strong, dependable, generous, kind and welcoming, an independent spirit, a warm, loving, special person. She will always remain dear to our family. A colleague has written, a colleague for several decades in the Aga Khan school, she says that she was always there for me with her patient listening ear, and she soothed me with her words of comfort and love. Friends say that she was such a gracious lady with time and patience for everyone and a good sense of humor. Ex-pupils have sent a deluge of admiration and appreciation from all around the world. They say she was an excellent and kind teacher that treated us all with equality and fairness. I and my classmates owe their academic success partly to her patience and ethics. As regards her personality, her ex-pupils say that she was smart and cheerful personality, wonderful person, contributed to the lives of many students, remarkable lady. And with affection, they say she was affectionate, a favorite teacher. We students were extremely fond of her. We will always think of her with enormous affection. We all remember her with fondness, and she was one of the icons of our Mombasa school. A dear person, hardly lost her temper despite us being so naughty. A legend. I know she will be well remembered. Good teachers always are. You have already heard so much about Mum in the church. Fortunately, Mum has added to that by writing her memoirs, which I am compiling into a book. Mum not only gave us birth, but also gave us our identity and sense of morality. For instance, when I was 11 years old, we visited Bombay from Mombasa. And as the ship was entering Bombay Harbour, it was very misty and we couldn't see much. And then we saw the silhouette of the gateway of India, and I was a little boy all excited, you know. I was born in Bombay, but couldn't remember anything. And then it became a little more clear, and I could see the streets. And then I said to my mom, who was standing there at the railing, you know, "Oh, Indian sweepers." And she said, "Who do you think would do the dirty work in your own country?" And it was that moment in time that I realized that in addition to being a part of Africa, I was also part of the Indian subcontinent. And in that way, the origin of our ancestry began to work on my mind and materialize gradually. Later on that same day when we came to Bandra, this feeling was consolidated because Mom's relatives were all there and there was an emotional exchange of welcome between them. And then the five of us, children, were assembled before my grandmother, who was anxious to see her daughter Beryl's children. Grandmother said that we were all angels, and that now that she has seen us, she can die. And 2 months later, while we were still in Bandra, she died. That was the first and only time that I have ever been called an angel. So then I understood that we had our roots in Kenya and in India. Now we have a root in Wimbledon, and being a roamer myself, seeking new frontiers, I have taken root in Finland. And in this millennium, established my root in Goa, at the very spot where my paternal grandfather built his house. Mom wholeheartedly supported my project to create a root of the Sequeira family in Goa, and that has made me so proud and very happy. Our dad loved Goa passionately, and he too would have supported my Goa project. Mom infused into us a sense of honesty, fairness, independent thinking, self-confidence, and respect for the rights and compassion about the well-being of other human beings. We thank Mom for dedicating her life to raising her children so progressively at great personal sacrifice. On the behalf of Mom's children and grandchildren, I thank you for coming to this reception, which is both a sad one, but also a joyful celebration of Mom's life. We celebrate Mom's life and her legacy in her children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, her ex-pupils, particularly from the Aga Khan School in Mombasa, and in her relatives and friends, and those she helped without them even knowing. I end with what Mahatma Gandhi said, "My life is my message." We can proudly say that Mom lived her message in her lifetime. Goodbye, Mom. We love you dearly. You will live in our hearts and minds all the time and forever. Thank you for all that you have done for us. We will miss you terribly, and we will never ever forget you. Let us celebrate the life and legacy of Beryl, mother, educator, and social helper. Thank you once again for your participation. Beryl.
Well done. Excellent. Excellent.